Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am Chauncey Williams,
I am Jordan McMillan.
Manisha Woods.
and we are part of the MCEC family, with the space where your center of your child's education is magnified in a collaborating community. And we're here with these two students, and we're talking about a program we just completed called the My Careers Launch Program, sponsored by West Michigan Works, a 9-week program where they came in and taught soft skills for all students. And it was a great experience for our program. And I just want to start off with you, Jordan. Just if you can give me some things, 3 things you learned from the program. 3 things.
3 things I learned from the program. 1, always make sure you have good eye contact when you're going through an interview. Unless the interviewer know that you're serious about what you're saying and how you really want the job. 2, make sure you come dressed appropriately. No ripped jeans, no skirts, no old dogs, no none of that. You gotta wear clean jeans, some nice shoes, and a nice shirt or a nice hoodie on top. And 3rd one, third thing I said I learned is how to do the interview properly, because we did the mock interviews towards the end, and it really helped me out with how I'm supposed to go into it and how I approach it instead of how I normally would.
Okay, thank you. All right, so what about you, Manisha? What did you learn? 3 things you learned from the West Michigan's Career Launch Program.
I would say no job is easy. No job is easy to get, but if you try and use all the certifications and different resources, you can get pretty much any job you want to get.
What's the
I
second
would say
thing?
the pay, you're going to always start low. Like, you're going to always start low no matter what. But the more qualified you get, the higher your pay rate will go. And, like, just small resources go a long way.
Okay, so yeah, I'm a big advocate for starting entry-level jobs as young as you could possibly be. So by us connecting you guys with West Michigan Works, the whole point is they have funding. So when you graduate from MCEC, you can connect with them where they can scale your training into an entry-level job. So imagine being entry-level at 18 or 19 years old. And entry-level is that job where you just in that foundation, right? You know you might be a laborer, you might be somebody that's an apprentice, but you're only 18 or 19, right? And what I found out in our community, unfortunately, entry-level become 25 to 30-year-olds getting this job where they don't pay them enough. So imagine you get an entry-level job where somebody paid for your training, so you get a certification, and now you're at entry-level and you're making $20 an hour. That's a benefit to a person that's 18 and 19. So by bringing West Michigan Works in and you sharing the details of some of the programming, it gives us that connector to an entry-level job for you at 18 and 19 instead of 25 to 30. So now you have that time, by the time you're 25 or 30 years old, you're making the big bucks. You have a couple more credentials, you have some more experience, and you have more certifications where you can move through a company that's like, we brought her in or we brought him in at 18 or 19, and we see surprising things out of them, and we can promote them, right? So I also noticed that you had some benefits of being a part of the Michigan Works program. You were able to gain either some resources and some equipment. What are some of the things that you were able to leave with the program? Who wants to go first?
One thing I'll start with is the skills that they teach you.
Okay.
All the, I almost said hardcore. The hard skills, soft skills, some of the equipment that they give you, some of the notes that they make you take down. That can help out somebody in the future if they're trying to look for a job. Second thing I'll say is we got towards the end, because we had personal laptops for them. Towards the end, they let us keep them, and I think that was a good thing because not many students have laptops at home, so that can help them out. And the third thing, I'm gonna be honest, is the paycheck.
Okay.
We're getting paid for going to Michigan Works and completing the full program.
All right, so this program happened during the school day, right? I think we were in class from 1 to 2, 2 days in person, 2 days virtual, right? So you worked in the capacity with, who did you work with? Yeah, Manisha, who did you work with in this program, this 9-week program?
Miss Trina, Miss Heather, and Mr. Ryan.
Okay, so we had 2 days in person, right? when they came, Trina and Heather, and then 2 days virtual with Ryan. And what did that consist of, the 2 days in person with Trina and Heather?
In person was more hands-on, and like we did mock trials and stuff like that. And then when it came to virtual, we did a lot of just questionnaires, like things we could relate to or couldn't relate to, or our opinions on certain things.
Okay. So, yeah, I have the actual schedule and calendar of some things you did, and I would love to just play the name game. I know at the end of the program you played a Jeopardy where you won some prizes, and they did some things and with you all just to celebrate, and you got some certificates. And I really appreciate West Michigan Works giving us that opportunity, because now you guys are Job for Michigan graduate students, and you're able to connect with other programming throughout the year when we go on field trips and different things. But I just want to play the name game and just say one of the activities you did and just tell me something you learned. So this has Ryan's name by it, and it says listening in the workplace. So from that virtual lesson, what did you learn about somebody being at work, and how should they listen?
Listen with your ears and not your eyes. You want to hear everything that's going on and take notes of it, instead of just blankly sitting there and just like you hearing it, but you're not really paying attention to it.
Okay. So this one is for you, Manisha. It says you guys did the youth created an action plan for the future. So that was an in-person lesson with Trina and Heather. So what was that? What were the details of that lesson? A plan for the future.
You start off at an entry-level job and basically just find something you really, really like, and then basically seeing how it could build up into the same branch, but like bigger careers in that branch, and what it would take, and the type of education you need, or like how much it would cost.
Okay, that's impressive. So that's kind of like we talked about with the entry level being at 18 or 19, and learning how to scale your career and your wage or your salary, right? And what does it take to get there? And that's called setting some goals and establishing how your future would be. So let's try another one. So Jordan, this is one for you. We had the careers. So I put down this one. I know you like this one, Jordan. Careers in construction, that virtual lesson. What was that like? Can you give me a couple details from the careers in construction virtual lesson?
It basically went through all of the careers that you can go through the construction field, how that you can apply for them, and how much all of them make.
Okay, could you give me one of the careers that was an example in the construction's virtual lesson?
I believe one of them was architecture.
Okay.
I don't remember how much it makes, but architecture was one of the ones that they were on for a little bit, and how they were going into detail about it. Basically, architecture is when you go and like you're building houses, like building blueprints and stuff for houses, or like buildings that you build.
Okay, all right. So Manisha, for you, the career is, and I was going to pick one, careers in healthcare, the virtual lesson.
Oh yeah, I love that virtual lesson because it's just so many, and the way they start off and rank, like it goes like easy and then mild and then like super hard, but the rewards that come with it are substantial.
Okay, in the healthcare field.
Yeah.
All right. So did they give you like starting points, entry level, how to get into that space?
Medical assistant, registered nurse. It was a lot of them.
Okay, so it's like these are entry points that you can enter as soon as you get out of high school, without a degree, but like some type of certification or credential. All right. Because I know most of the times in our community, say students, I want to be a doctor, right? So you got a chance to see like if someone say, all right, out of high school, if I don't go to college right away, I can get training that can lead me to being a doctor or close to being a doctor, where it won't take a 4-year degree. But then when I'm ready for the 4-year degree, these are ways I can offset the costs. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Starting off early, right? So I want to try this one. It's one more. Now, my question here is this. As a takeaway, to close out today's podcast, if you could recommend the Michigan Works My Career Launch program to somebody, and it say, hey, I want to be in the Michigan Works program, not for the computer, not for the money, what would you say to them that would benefit them if they step into a space to get this program in? Because you guys had to take on, I'll let you go first, Manisha, then you can follow up, Jordan. you guys had to still do your schoolwork, right? You still were held accountable to getting your schoolwork done. Even though you were released, you still had to make up the work, and you kept your grades up and you got your assignments done. But seeing someone in the future that say, hey, I'm interested in the career launch program, I want to work with West Michigan Works, because I'm hearing that from students now, right? And we're hearing that out in the community. What would you say to them as a takeaway to say, hey, if you're interested in the My Career Launch program, this is what I recommend you do as a student to be part of something like this? Go ahead, Manisha.
As a student, just do your Zello. Just do your Zello. Like, it's not that hard. It's 2 assignments. Everybody think it's like 50 tests, but just do your Zello, and it'll be over fast. And it's just like a mini personality test anyways to get you ready for it.
Okay. What about you, Jordan? If you can give somebody a takeaway after doing the My Career Launch program, and they say, hey, I want to be part of this program, and you like, think about the characteristics that it takes of a person to be in this and what's needed and necessary when it comes to a skill set.
I say to someone, if you really want to join, be sure you, first off, be sure you have good grades and that you're paying attention in class. And if you do join, make sure you're paying attention so you can take down all the skills and all of the lessons that they're giving you. And be sure to ask a lot of questions about it too, so that you show that you're genuinely interested in it, and they'll be more looking forward to working with you in the future after you complete the program.
Well, I'm so proud of you all. This is showing a lot of growth on your behalf, coming into the program and being able to participate with Ryan, Trina, and Heather in the My Career Launch program, showing your dedication, being able to reap the rewards and experiences. But I also see after you graduate, you're going to be able to connect with them also. So I know you got their email address and their phone numbers. So it's a pleasure having you on today. I am Coach Chauncey, and this is MCEC, the space where your child's education is enhanced by a collaborating community. And I was joined with
Jordan McMillan.
Manisha Woods.
Thanks again from MCEC fam.
All right, then y'all have a good one.